It is finished. Justice Atuguba nails C.J. Torkornoo'S coffin. Now, she was receiving a salary of about 62,000 Ghana cedis. Doctors in Ghana, the young doctors, new doctors, they receive between 11,000 and 13,000 Ghana cedis as new doctors. This is a well-established woman, well-accomplished, until recently when she had issues. She was supposed to retire on her salary. In other words, if she had retired without these issues, she would have had at least some 60,000 in her account every month. But many have said that she's losing all her entitlements. One justice retired, Atuguba, who everybody knows. Me and you were not there. The Supreme Court of Ghana, William Atuguba, Justice William Atuguba. He's a luminary when it comes to our law. Many people respect him. What is he saying about the Chief Justice, who has just been fired? What Supreme Court panel, led by Atuguba, Sophia Akufu, said about pension of dismissed judge? Run it. It's a long story. And when you read the story, it is interesting. In March 2008, High Court Judge Justice Edward Boateng was convicted and subsequently dismissed for investing over $50,000 meant for a litigant. Hey! 2008. Following his dismissal, he filed a lawsuit in the High Court to challenge the forfeiture of his retirement package. Now, the High Court referred the case to the Supreme Court since it bordered on the Constitution, impeachment, and the gratuity enjoyed by justices of the Superior Court. In other words, it sought for interpretation of some articles of the Constitution from the Apex Court. And what happened? They went into it. In their argument, the court's lawyers for Justice Boateng argued that the former High Court judge was on retirement when he was convicted, and therefore he was entitled to his retirement package notwithstanding the conviction. However, the 7-member panel of the Supreme Court, chaired by the then Chief Justice Sophia Akufu, which had the following members: Justice Sule Baregbe, Justice William Atuguba, Justice Sophia Edinyira, Justice Jones Doche, Justice Vida Akotobamfo, and Justice Gabriel Puaman, threw out the case of the dismissed High Court judge. So he lost it all. They ruled that although retired on December 11, 2011 and convicted on July 19, 2013, he was interdicted on May 10, 2005 after he was charged with the offenses. So, dash it away. C.J. Torkornoo, former C.J., it looks like it's over. But Justice Atuguba is still talking, right? What is he saying? He's made it clear that the right processes for removing the Chief Justice have all been tackled. And therefore, there is no issue with the Chief Justice's removal. So she has lost all her benefits. She was supposed to retire on her salary. But as it stands right now, Madam is going home with nothing. She's still fighting the case in court, but with voices like those of Justice William Atuguba. Is it not going to be interesting how this case is going to go? And Sophia Akufu is actually in support of C.J. Gertrude Torkornoo. But in that case of Justice Boateng, what happened? They threw it out because he was, in fact, convicted. Former C.J. Sophia Akufu is not really talking about the conviction. What she's talking about is the fact that this woman, wherever it was, should not have been enough grounds for her removal. That is what she's looking at. But if she had been convicted, according to her, appropriately, she should have lost everything. But appropriately or inappropriately, it looks like there has been a conviction. And she has been sacked. So it looks like the death knell has been pronounced. And Atuguba has nailed the coffin of Gertrude Esaba Torkornoo'S. The nail has been driven into a coffin. Bam! And on that note, it's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power.